name is Rachel, and when I first met Brandon, I came seeking something that was missing in my reading. And so I knew I needed more to my reading, but I just didn't know exactly what it was. So when I met Brandon, I was just seeking God for directions on how I could enlarge my vocabulary as well as deal with my dyslexia. I felt like something was missing. I just felt like I just couldn't connect the dots in my reading and in my spelling. And it just was something I wanted to pursue. It's been a long prayer, and it was an answered prayer when I met Brandon. And so from that point on, it's just been a wonderful experience. What I've realized that there are words I say from culture, which was incorrectly said on my part. But in the class, I learned that if you say the word wrong, you can't spell it correctly. And then if you don't know the pronunciation or the proper way to use a vowel or a consonant, you will never learn how to spell the word correctly or say the word correctly in a sentence or as well as knowing it by itself. So since I've been in the class, I realized that I'm really cultured. My culture has really taken over my spelling as well as my reading. And since I've been in the class, I tell Brandon all the time, you are changing my dynamics in speaking, which is speaking correct English, as well as spelling correct English. So lately, I realized that I pay more attention to how I articulate, how I pronounce and speak to people. It has given me such confidence, and knowing Brandon, he is so, what I love about him as being a teacher is that he wants more from me, so he pulls it out of me, and I like that. He don't let me settle for where I'm at. And one thing I like, he's always on time, he's always in his place. And one thing I don't never say in my class, I never say I can't do anything, because I believe I can do it. I came with the heart to learn, and I came with the willing to work. And with that, it's just been a wonderful experience. So now that I can say words that I'm not afraid to say, or just, sometimes be passive. I think when you have dyslexia, you learn how to come numb to it, numb to not knowing, numb to not growing. And I think that insecurity or that fear is something that as a dyslexia person, you need to go head on and just address it and not put yourself in some type of box. So come out of the box. I had to come out of the shell. I had to realize that admitting my situation or admitting what's going on with me doesn't mean it's a part of me, but it doesn't label me, you know what I mean? So I told Brandon once I get an opportunity to finish this class, I'm gonna pursue my master's degree. I was originally taking my class as a software developer, which is an engineer. I've got a 3.0. I realized that people that are dyslexic are very intelligent. I also learned that Einstein and even Tom Cruise has dyslexia, but it doesn't mean you're dumb. It just means that you're intelligent, but on a different level, And so I had to realize that I made a 3.0 just from what I know on my own, but I just wasn't satisfied with where I was, that I just wasn't. When I got to my senior year, it really got intense. I had to read more. And I think what we do as dyslexia, we have this covering or this protection that we put, or this shell we put ourselves in. And I had to come out of the shell. I just had to realize that I needed the help. I had to do the work, and I had to roll up my sleeve and do it. And so I'm doing better. I feel better. I feel more confidence. I spell words that I would normally fear or shun from or just don't say. I think as dyslexia, we have a tendency of not speaking or articulating ourselves because of the fear or the shame that comes along with being a dyslexia. I would say don't be ashamed of it, embrace it, but do what you can to come out of that shell that you're in and just be yourself. Just know that you are great and you're intelligent. Because if Einstein can do what he did and Tom Cruise could do what he did and be as successful, so can you. So I realized that taking this class is really giving me the opportunity to come out of that shell and to broaden my boundaries or go as far as I can go in this journey. So It's just been a blessing. He's a blessing, and I feel ready to take that master's class now as an engineer. So that's really all I have to say.